Hey boss, welcome to the Blogger Breakthrough Podcast. I'm your host, Liz Stapleton from elizabethstapleton.com and the founder of the Blogger Breakthrough Summit. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why you should invest time and sometimes money into blogging courses. This episode is brought to you by Pin Generator in a Box, a course designed to give you all the tools and resources you need to create your own personal pin generator so that you can keep feeding the fresh pin monster quickly and easily. Learn more about it at elizabethstapleton.com/PGIB. Okay, so diving into today. The first blogging course I ever took, I didn't get until months after I started blogging. I started blogging in August 2014, and I bought my first blogging course in May 2015. During those 9-10 months, however long it was, I struggled. I spent 6 months just trying to figure out how to create a drop-down menu. I had zero clue what I was doing. Turns out you just have to move the thing over. But anyway, I spent $150, which seemed like a lot. I was like, ooh, on this course by Mariah Cause. It was called Your First 1K. It was the first time she was launching it. It actually costs a lot more now. Anyway, it was mind-blowing. It completely opened my mind to the business side of blogging. It introduced me to so much foundational stuff that I had no clue about, and it set me on the course to success. I've since invested in tons of other courses and my favorite course bundles, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. And almost every single one has helped me. If nothing else, they've helped me to realize things I don't want to do in my own products. So how can courses help? Courses help by shortening the learning curve. It took me 6 months to figure out how to make a drop-down menu. But a course, even free ones, my friend Grace Abel, iMark Interactive, has an excellent free course on just getting used to WordPress. And if that had been around when I started, it could have shortened my learning curve significantly because WordPress does have a steep learning curve. And so a free course can really save you a lot of headaches and just a lot of time. So trying to figure out everything on your own, it's not only exhausting, but it can take twice as long. So when I say you should be investing in courses, I'm not saying you need to spend a ton of money. Yeah, you're probably going to spend some money eventually, but even a free course can help significantly. So the other way courses can help is it sort of lets you dip your toes in the water. So if there's something you're thinking about doing and maybe you don't know how to go about it, with a course, you not only get the direction you need, but you also learn if what you're doing is right for you. It lets you dip your toes in the water without wasting a bunch of time on something that might not work out. Which brings me to my next point of course bundles. While they do cost money, they can be invaluable in the amount of courses and resources you get. Think of all the things you could test out for just one low cost. The way I evaluate course bundles is if there's at least 2 to 3 things in the bundle that I want to learn about, then I find it's usually worth spending the $100 that most course bundles are. Because my cost to experiment with each thing is only $30. And usually there's more than 2 to 3 things in there that interest me, at which point my cost for each sort of experiment or dip in the water goes down. On the flip side, the return on that small investment can be more income or more time as I learn more things and I, learn to systemize depending on what courses I'm looking at. And I add or drop stuff on my to-do list based on what I learn. It's also great to shift your mindset. So I know, because I remember buying that first course and I think it was $150, it was $147, but $150. And I was so nervous to invest that money. So I know it can be hard, especially if you've never bought a course or something, to kind of take that plunge to trust that a course will help you. If you're really struggling with buying a course, go to a free resource to help you. Something small that you're struggling with, it can help shift your mindset around investing in courses, whether it's investing time or money. I mentioned the WordPress course from iMark Interactive earlier, but there are tons out there. I'll link to some in the show notes, including that one from my friend Grayson. It is excellent. But with that, I just kind of wanted to convince you that investing in courses, free or paid, but taking the time to invest in learning is going to be worth it. It's really going to help you. On that note, I want to say thank you for joining me today. I hope this episode helped you see why you should absolutely invest in courses to help you on your blogging journey. I hope you'll join me next week when I'll talk about how you can access the 2020 Blogger Breakthrough Summit sessions. I'll catch you then.